Thanks for joining us for the Sum 180 weekly webcast, where we talk about real people's issues around their money and answer your questions. Tonight, we're coming back to the topic of paying for college, but this time, we're talking about how to avoid mistakes that many of us make in managing this aspect of our money. According to a recent article from the Wall Street Journal, 43% of the 22 million Americans who have federal student loans right now aren't making payments. So that's the first mistake that we're talking about tonight. Last night we did a Twitter poll asking a similar question, and only a third of the respondents said that they were aggressively paying their loans, and 40% said, "I'll be in debt forever." Word seems to be out on ways to defer your payments or seek loan forgiveness, because the Obama administration has been working on that issue for a couple years now. But what most people don't realize is that's for fairly limited circumstances. First of all, you have to have a federal loan, not a private loan. And secondly, you have to meet the deferral status of public service like teachers and other things. The bottom line is most of us need to make our payments. And if you miss payments, that becomes a default, which hurts your credit score. A question we got from Lisa, a 25-year-old 3 years out of school, shows how tricky this is. She says, "I'm legitimately struggling to cover all my bills, and my student loans are the first one for me to push to the side. I don't want to get evicted or have my utilities switched off, so when there are months that I can't pay every bill, I just forget my loans and try to pay them next month. What can I do?" When you miss a few payments and don't hear anything, you tend to think that you're in the clear, but that's not necessarily the case. 10 missed payments become a default, and that will affect your credit score. What's happening with Lisa is she can't afford her student loan payments. So the first thing she needs to do is take a careful look at her budget. Is there any way that she can spend differently to be able to make more payments? Secondly, she really needs to look at refinancing her student loans. First of all, she has to determine if they're federal or private loans because there's different financing options for each. And then go to one of the reputable refinancing companies. Socialfinance.com is one of the ones we like a lot. And let them help you through the process. They'll usually give you a longer-term loan with smaller payments that will actually fit in your budget. That's it for tonight, although we'll be back for more on student loans next week. In the meantime, keep your comments and questions coming.